أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدني علما أجمعين إن شاء الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to LQ Milton, class number 78. We'll continue to learn the topic of weak verbs. In the last class, we learned about al-ajwaf, hollow. So, verbs, as we know, 99.9% of the verbs we can trace them back to three letters: fa kalima, ain kalima and lam kalima. So, whenever there is a vav or a ya or an alif enters into either fa kalima, ain kalima or lam kalima, it will make the verb weak and the conjugation will be different. The verb will start to behave differently, little bit differently, right. But as long as we know the basic concepts of the verbs, fi'l, thulathi, mujarrid, sound 3-letter verbs, we can apply that knowledge or that concept into weak verbs as well. That is what we learned. When it comes to al-ajwaf, lesson number 27, the weakness is on ain kalima, middle, right. And we also learned in the last class, whenever there is an alif, either there is a vav or a ya hiding behind that alif, and that vav or a ya will manifest itself when that verb, the fi'l madi, will go into fi'l mudari. Just a very quick recap, right. This is what we learned. In the last class, we did the conjugation of the verb qala. Qala. What is the root? What is the masdar? Qawala. So, what is hiding behind alif is the vav, right, the vav. So, when we say qala, and the mudari will be yaqulu. We also learned in the last class that al-ajwaf usually comes in 3 babs: nasara yansuru, qala yaqulu, daraba yadribu, ba'a yabi'u, sami'a yasma'u, nama yanamu. Is yasma'u bhai? Yasma'u. So, when we say qala, qala belongs to bab nasara. So, nasara yansuru, but qala technically it should be yaqwulu, but we also learned that waw is compatible with dhamma. So, the letter coming behind the waw should get the dhamma. So, the dhamma will move from waw to the letter behind, yeah, yaqulu. Another important verb, and we did the entire conjugation of qala yaqulu in the last class, because it is a very important verb. It comes in the Quran many times, almost every page or every other page you will see qala or the derivative of qala. Similarly, kana is an important verb as well. Kana comes in the Quran all the time. Kana is also weak. How do I know? Because there is an alif on ain kalima, and kana also belongs to bab nasara. Bab nasara. In the last class, we also learned about sakin pronouns and mutaharrik pronouns, right. So, very quickly let us do kana. What is the meaning of kana? He was or he became, right? He was or he became. Kana, kana, kanu, kanat, kanata. Kunna, kunta, kuntuma, kuntum, kunti, kuntuma, kuntunna, kuntu, kunna. Why there is suddenly a dhamma coming at home? Because it belongs to bab nasara, right. So, these are some small changes we discussed in the last class, class number 77, but if the verb is belong to bab daraba or samaya, then there is a kasra there. For example, ba'a, ba'a, ba'u, ba'at, ba'ata, be'na, beta, betuma, betum, beti, betuma, betunna, betu, be'na, right. So, we'll do this these exercises in class number 79 next week, but I am just saying we should be able to identify the weak verbs in the Quran when they comes. How many sakin pronouns in fi'l madi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many mutaharrik pronouns in fi'l madi? 9, right. 9. How many mutaharrik pronouns in fi'l mudare? 12, and 2 sakin. We learned those concepts in class number 77. As long as we understand fi'l madi, kana, he was or he became. When I say kuntu, I was or I became. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. I will become or I became among the zalimin, the transgressors. It's a rough translation. Kana belongs to bab nasara. What is the masdar of kana? Kavana. Just for information. So, if it is kana and it belongs to bab nasara yansuru, it should be yakvunu, but I say yakunu because dhamma is compatible with waw. Same concept. Kala yaqulu, yakunu. Is it marfu? What is the sign of it being marfu? Dhamma, right. Yakunani, yakunani. What is the sign of it being marfu? Noon, noon. Is it a mutaharrik pronoun or a sakin pronoun? Sakin, sakin. So, I think I said it opposite. So, basically 2 mutaharrik and 12 sakin, 12 sakin. Yakunani, where is the file? Alif, sakin. yakununa. Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of it being marfu? Noon. Noon. And where is the file? Wow. Sakin. Takunu, takunani. Mustatir. Taqdiruhu hiya. Sakin. Takunani. Alif is sakin. When it comes to hum, yakunna. Now we know how yakunna comes, right? Takunu, takunani, takununa, takunina, takunani, takunna, akunu, nakunu. Remember you missed hunna.
Oh, sorry.
Huwa, huma, hum. Yeah, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma. There is a hunna there. That's what I say. It's not hum, it's hunna. Hunna, yakunna.
So we can just change hum from hum to hunna.
Oh, we can do that too. Huh? Hunna, right? Hunna. Sometimes mistake are done for us to learn a bit more.
I drank tea after writing it.
Yeah, you drank tea after writing it, so you should. Okay, yakun. That's what I was thinking. Why hum is yakunna? No, hunna yakunna, mutaharrik pronoun, right? Then anta takunu, antuma takunani, antum takununa, anti takunina, antuma takunani, antunna takunna, ana akunu, nahnu nakunu. Two mutaharrik pronouns in hunna and antunna. Rest of them are all sakin. And they are all marfu, and we know the sign of them being marfu. When lam come and joins the fail mudare, it will make fail mudare majzoom. So when I say yakunu, and lam comes and joins yakunu, what will happen? Will get majzoom. Now we have a phenomena called iltaqai sakinani, the two sakuns coming together. Waw is the weak letter, it gets dropped, it will become yakun. We have done this exercise. Now we have to start yakun, yakuna. All we have to do is drop the noon, because we are making it majzoom, and noon is the sign of it being marfu. So once we drop the noon, it will become majzoom. Yakuna, yakunu, takun, takuna, yakunna. Yakunna remains yakunna because yakunna and takunna are mabni and mutaharrik pronoun, and they are mabni, they don't change. Takunu, takun. We know. I mean, why takunu will become takun? Takunani, takuna. All we are doing is dropping the noon. Takununa. Drop the noon, takunu. This is aliful vikaya. Why there is alif there? We know that because waw is the file. Waw is the file, and to protect the file from joining the word coming after takunu, we put aliful vikaya. For example, if there is a waw harf ataf comes after takunu, then they will assimilate. So in order to protect the file, it's a spelling rule, we put an alif there. So nothing, there is no grammatical magic there. This is just to protect the file. Takuni, takuna, takunna, akun, nakun. These are all majzoom form. Clear?
Akun is like
Oh, akun. Nambai, T first, then
Next time.
next time T first. Akun, nakun. Lan. What is the function of lam? We are just revising ourselves. What is the function of lam? It is a harfun nafiyin, negation, wa jazmin. It will be followed by fail mudare and it will make fail mudare majzoom. Harfun nafiyin wa jazmin wa qalbin. Qalbin mean overturned. So, what we will do is the negation, since the mudare is coming after lam, the negation will be in the past. In order to remember, the reference is lam yalid wa lam yulad, and then when this phenomena comes, we have already when we were learning the lam, we established that it will become a fact. It will become a fact. So, these are the emotions that are associated with lam, negation in the past, overturn the meaning of mudare into past, and then it will become the fact. So, once we know the emotions behind lam, and then when we read the ayah of the Quran and then lam comes, we should really ponder about why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bringing lam here. What is the significance? Since it is a fact, how is this impacting the subject of the ayah? What is the fact that has been described here? That is where the pondering begins. Lan, what is lan? Harfun nafiyan wa nasbin wa istiqbalin, right. It is also a particle of negation, but it will negate something that is in the future, and it will make the fail mudare mansoob. It will make the fail mudare mansoob. Now, yakunu, make it mansoob, yakuna, yakuna. Yakunani, is it marfu? What is the sign of it being marfu? Noon. We drop the noon, it will become majzoom. Again we drop the noon, it will become mansoob. Now, important thing is yakuna and yakuna, yakunu and yakunu, and most of them are similar except for few. When lam comes or lan comes, we know the negation is either in the past or the negation will be in the future, even though they look similar because of the description of the particle that is coming before that mudare. So, that signifies what is being negated here. Is it negation in the past or is it the negation in the future? Yakuna, yakunu, takunu, takuna. 5 in your pocket. We established that in the last class. 5 in your pocket will be different, otherwise they are all the same. They are all the same. 5 in your pocket. Yakunu, takunu, takunu, akunu, nakunu will be yakuna, takuna, takuna, akuna and nakuna, otherwise they will be the same. The majzoom form and the mansoob form will be the same, but my mind will know when I am reciting the Quran, my mind knows the negation is either in the past or the negation is in the future because of the particle. Or majzoom form or mansoob form also comes in with different particles too, but based on the particle it is coming, we should be able to identify what is being discussed here. That is important. Anta, takunu. Make amar out of it. Is this a mudare? What is, how do we make amar out of it? First order of business, remove the sign of it being mudare, which is ta, make it Majzoom, iltiqai sakinaini, waw drops, kun. Kun, kuna, kunu, kuni, kuna, kunna. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. Do this practice at home. Write the mudare form and do the surgery on mudare form. Try to come up with fail amar. Try to come up with fail amar. Very important verb, comes in the Quran all the time. We should be able to identify it and should be able to see who's addressed, who's addressing, and what context it is being discussed in the Quran. Kana. Now let's go back to the lesson. Start the lesson again. Lesson number. Oh, kun fayakun. Yeah, kun fayakun is a very famous statement associated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where is the file in kun? Where is the file in kun? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu anta. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, use, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ordering kun to become something, fa, so, harfu ataf, yakun, it happens. Yakunu. Fayakunu is actually fayakunu, but it's yakun, right? Yeah. Fayakun, kunu. It happens. So when he said it, let it be, let it happen, let it become, it becomes immediately.
So in past and it is done.
Oh, done. Yeah, it is done. It's. I mean, it's just an order, and it's over. It's done.
Then why is it fayakun? It's not past.
It is past. Fayakunu.
Mudare. Kun, order, and then it happens. It happens, right? It happens.
So it's not past. It's
Yeah. It happens right away. It happens in present tense. It happens. Yeah. Yeah. So we all know kun fayakun for so long, but we never thought that kun is actually an order, fi'lu amr, an order, and then it happens. So we know the depth.
So you said kana means he was or he became, but kana also comes with the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Oh, very good point. Yes. Very important point. Jazakallah. Kana means he was or he became, but kana comes with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, kana Allahu, I'm not going to write it, kana Allahu ghafuran rahiman. With kana comes, now let's talk about kana. Since we are talking about kana is is ajwaf. We know it's ajwaf. We have done the conjugation, but also naqis. What do you mean by naqis? When we look at the meaning of kana, it does not provide us the full sense of the verb. For example, when I say jalasa, jalasa mean he sat. So I know the action has been performed. The action of sitting has been performed, jalasa. But when I say kana, he was or he became, there is still some ambiguity in people's mind. So what follows kana? With kana comes ismu kana, and ismu kana is marfu, and then will be khabar kana, and khabar kana will be mansub, right? The meaning of kana mean he was. So kana Allahu ghafuran rahiman, right? So now somebody will say Allah was most forgiving and most merciful. he was, he's not anymore, because kana means he was, right? He was most merciful and most forgiving, but the fact is when kana comes with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it becomes an eternal truth. It becomes eternal truth. So the boundaries of time basically are vanished. It's infinity. So Kana Allahu, Allah was, He is, and He will be Ghafuran Rahiman. With Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will become an eternal truth. So that's a good point. And Allahu is the Ismu Kana. So that's a good point, Nadeem bhai. Something to remember. Let's start lesson number 27. Okay, before we begin lesson number 27, I just want to quickly go over Ja'a. This verb came in the lesson, so very quickly. One thing we should know in Arabic language, alif is not a letter. Hamza is the letter. Okay, alif is just for spelling, used for spelling only. So Hamza is the letter. So Ja'a, is this ajwaf? Yes, it is ajwaf. Why? Because there is alif on the ain kalima. This is a proper letter. Ja'a. What is hiding behind alif is ya. Yeah. What is the meaning of Ja'a? He came, or it came, right? Yaji'u. So when Ja becomes mudare, the ya will manifest itself. Yaji'u. This is the ya that is hiding behind the alif. This is the ya that is hiding behind the alif. What is this ya doing here? This is a kursi supporting the hamza. We class number 1 or class number 2, we already said that the hamza sometimes need a kursi to sit on. So this is a kursi or a chair that is there for hamza to sit on. So yaji'u. You see what I'm saying? And when I make yaji'u majzoom, then it will, and then ya will get dropped. It will be yaji. Yaji, right? So this comes in the lesson. So very quickly we will observe this phenomena in the lesson, class number 27. This is a conversation between the teacher and the students. Al mudarris. Okay, ja'a, ja'a, ja'u, ja'at, ja'ata, ji'na. This belongs to daraba. Ji'na, ji'ta, ji'tuma, ji'tum, ji'ti, ji'tuma, ji'tunna, ji'tu, ji'na. Because ja'a belongs to daraba, it doesn't belong to nasara. That's why at hunna it will get the kasra. So mudarris, the teacher is saying, mata ji'ta, when did you came? Min juddata ya Khalid, from Judda, O Khalid. Khalid said, Ji'tu. Where is the file in Ji'tu? Tu is the file. I came amsi, yesterday. Yesterday. Al mudarris said, Aja'a Ibrahimu ma'aka. Ja'a. Aja'a Ibrahimu. Where is the file in this sentence? Ibrahimu. Did Ibrahim come? Ma'aka, with you. What is this Hamza to Istifham doing here? Making a statement into a question. Remove this, it will become a statement. Bring this, it will become a question. Question. Khalid said, La, no. Lam yaji. Lam comes. He did not come. Lam la harful jawab. Lam yaji ba'du. He did not come ba'du yet. He did not come yet. Sayaji'u. Yaji'u. What is this scene doing here? Sayaji'u. Harfu istiqbal. Harfu istiqbal. So when harfu istiqbal scene joins with the fail mudare, it will make fail mudare exclusively for future. He will come. Sayaji'u. Remove scene. Yaji'u. He comes. He comes. He comes. Sayaji'u. He will come. Al yawma, today, aw ghadan, or tomorrow, inshallah, if Allah wills. Al Mudarris said, Azurta Safira. Zara. Zara yazuru. Zara yazuru. Zara, Zara, Zarat, Zaru, Zarat, Zarata, Zurna. Zurta, Zurtuma, Zurtum, Zurti, Zurtuma, Zurtunna, Zurtu, Zurna. It belongs to, Zara belongs to Bab Nasara. That's why at Hunna it is getting a Dhamma. And what is hiding behind Alif? Wow. You see, now Dr. Sahab is bringing these small little verbs for us to understand the ajwaf, and now we can identify them. So he said, Al Mudarris said, Azurta as-Safira. Azurta as-Safira, did you visit the Safir, the ambassador? Khalid said, Zahabtu, I went, ila maktabati, to the library, walam ajid, who, walam, and wow harfu ataf, ajid, who. What is ajid? It's in a majzoom form. What is the verb? Wajada. Wajada. We did that in the previous. Wajada. Is it the weak verb? Yes. Yes. Why? Because the waw enters into the fa kalima. What is it called? Al misal. Wajada yajidu. 5 in your pocket. Yajidu, tajidu, tajidu, ajidu, najidu. Make ajidu into majzoom form. Ajid. Lam ajid. I did not find. Ajid, who? Him. I did not find him. You see how the sentence are done. Sami'tu, I heard. Now Khalid is still saying, Sami'tu, I heard. Annahu, that he, lam yakun, that he, lam yakun fi juddata zakal yawma, he did not come from Judda. What is the grammatical value of zaka here? That is a twister. Zarf, because after zaka come al yawma, right? Al yawma is the zarf technically, but zaka is representing al yawma, that, right? So al yawma will be badal. Al yawma will be badal, but zaka is technically your zarfu zaman, right? Adverb of time. Sametu, I heard that. Now anna min akhawatu inna. Where is the ismu anna? Who? Is it mansub or marfu? It's mansub. It's mansub. Annahu, that he. Where is the khabar anna? Jumla failya. Lam yakun fi juddata zakal yawma. The complete jumla failya coming as a khabar anna. Al Mudarris said, Ya Adnan, O Adnan, innaka, indeed you, ghibta, ghaba, ghaba, he was absent or it was absent, ghaba, ghaba, yaghabu, ghaba, yaghabu, bab, samaya, ghaba, ghaba, ghabu, ghabat, ghabata, ghibna, ghibta, ghibtuma, ghibtum, ghibtuma, ghibti, ghibtuma, ghibtunna, ghibtu, ghibna. So Al Mudarris said, Ya Adnan, O Adnan, innaka, indeed you, ghibta, remain absent, usbu'aini, for 2 weeks. Fa'aina kunta, how is fa'aina kunta, where were you? Where were you? Where have you been or where were you? Right? Fa, so aina kunta. What is kunta? Anta. So he's Ya Adnan, he is talking to Adnan. There fa aina kunta. Aina means where. Kunta, where were you? Adnan said, Kuntu, I was. Kuntu, I was. Fil mustashfa, in the hospital. Kuntu maridan. Kuntu maridan. Now with kuntu, when kana and the derivative of kana, we don't call it fa'il, we call it ismu kana. Kuntu, where is the ismu kana? Tu the ismu kana. And where is the khabar kana? Maridan. I was sick. Jiddan, very sick. What is jiddan? Maf'ulun mutlaq. Wallahi, laqad kittu amutu. Wallahi. Now one thing to pay attention here, okay? Wallahi, what is this waw? Harfu qasam, wawul qasam, wawul qasam. What is wawul qasam? It is a preposition. It acts similar to harf jar, and it will be followed by ism majroor. But whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or somebody say wallahi, make a qasam, there has to be a jawabu qasam. Okay, and jawabu qasam comes in many different flavors. We will learn them in book 3. Okay, jawabu qasam will come in fa. But what is this laqad? Laqad comes in Quran all the time. Laqad. What is la and what is qad? Qad is harfu tahqiq, right? Laqad is, when comes in the Quran, it is the jawabu qasam. That means there has to be a qasam there. For example, watini wazaytun waturi sinini wa hazal baladil amin. Watini wazaytuni, you know, watini waturi sinin wa hazal baladi al amin laqad. This comes your jawabul qasam. So all of these oaths that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking, this is the answer. Laqad khalaqnal insana fi ahsani taqweem. So this laqad is very important, because and what are the emotions hiding behind qad? When qad comes with fail madi, something we should remember, when qad comes with fail madi, the action has been done, confirmed. Laqad khalaqnal insana fi, indeed, for sure, laqad. All of these oaths Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taking, and then in the end the jawabul qasam is laqad, unless the jawabul qasam is in negation, then laqad will not come. Okay. If the jawabul qasam is in negation, then the laqad will not come. Sometimes laqad will come, but we will not see the oath in Quran, but there is a qasam there which is mahzoof, omitted, and we have to make sense out of it based on the ayahs previously. I don't remember the example right now, but sometime laqad will come, but there is, we don't see the oath there, but there is a oath there, but it's mazuf. Laqad khalaqna al-insana fi ahsani taqweem, but there is an oath there, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making oath, many oaths there. Everything is coming in book 3, right? But since this is in the lesson, we'll just try to understand what's going on. So Adnan said, Wallahi laqad kittu kada yakadu yakadul barqu yakhtafu in Suratul Baqarah, yakadul barqu wa yakhtafu, right? Kada, what is the meaning of kada? It's about to, right? Kada yakadu, kada, kadu, kadat, kadata, kidna, kitta, kittuma, kittum, kitti, kittuma, kittunna, kittu, kidna. So kidtu belongs to bab daraba. Kada, belongs to bab samaya. Kada yakadu. With kada comes, kada is similar to kana. Just for the sake of information, we don't have to memorize it, Nadeem bhai. Kada is similar to kana, it will have ismu kada and it will have khabar kada, but we don't worry about that. So he said, Wallahi, by Allah, laqad, I was about to amutu, die. I was about to die. Al Mudarris said, Wallahi ma arifta zalika. Now Wallahi comes again, but here laqad is not here. Why? Because the Jawabul Qasam is in negation. Jawabul Qasam is negation. When the Jawabul Qasam is negation, laqad, why laqad will not come when the Jawabul Qasam is in negation? Because qad is a done deal. The action has been performed, there is no doubt about it, right? But when it's negation, then laqad would not come. So Al Mudarris said, Wallahi ma arifta zalika, I did not know that. Lam yaqul li ahadun, qala yaqulu, make yaqulu into majzoom form, yaqul. Lam yaqul li ahadun, nobody.
Wallahi ma ariftu zalik.
Ariftu, sorry, ariftu. Did I say something else? I say arifta? Oh, my apologies. Wallahi ma ariftu. By Allah, I did not know that. Lam yaqulli ahadun, nobody said that to me. Nobody said that to me. Innaka. Now there are so many things are coming. What is inna? Harfu tawqid, one nasbin. We know that, right? And it always comes in the beginning of the sentence. It comes into jumla ismiya. It will make the mubtada into ismu inna, and it will make ismu inna mansoob. But when inna comes in the middle of the sentence, it will change into anna, yeah, anna, but there is an exception to this rule. There is an exception to this rule only with the qala. If there is inna in the middle of the sentence, then it will not change into anna, it will remain inna. There is exception to this rule. Okay. So, when we read the Quran and then qala or any derivative of qala comes and there is inna in the middle of the sentence, it will remain inna, it will not change into. For example, if we go back, when Khalid said sametu annahu, sametu annahu, but here we say lam yakul li ahadun innaka, indeed you, maridun, you were sick, wa innaka fil mustashfa, and you were in the hospital. Kaifa haluka al-ana, how are you now? La'allaka al-ana ahsanu, la'alla comes. Now la'alla comes into two flavors, right. We are just revising ourselves, these things are repeating themselves. So la'alla can come as al-ishfaq, la'alla can come as at-taraji, right. Al-ishfaq means la'alla is being addressed as fear and at-taraji means hope. Here the mudarris is hoping la'allaka al-ana ahsanu. With la'alla comes ismul la'alla, and ismul la'alla will be mansub, khabar la'alla will be marfu. La'allaka, where is ismul la'alla? Ka ismul la'alla. Al-ana ahsanu, ahsanu is your khabar la'alla. I hope you are well. Adnan said, Alhamdulillahi, all praise belong to Allah. Anal ana ahsanu, I am well now. Walakinnani la azalu da'ifan, however I feel weak. I am not going into zala yazalu. Again zala is the al-ajwaf, we know, and it belongs to bab samaya. Al-mudarris said, Shafakallahu, may Allah give you shifa. Shafa'an kamilan. What is shafa'an? Mafulun mutlaq. What kind of shifa? Shifa'an, absolute object, mafulun mutlaq. And what is the grammatical value of kamilan? Not. Very good. Ya Usman, okay, let's try and finish this. Ya Usman, Usman, innaka taghibu kasiran. Ghaba, yaghibu. 5 in your pocket, yaghibu, taghibu, aghibu, naghibu. Innaka, indeed, Usman, indeed you are absent. Kasiran, very much, kasiran, too much absent. Ghibta, you were absent. Yawmaini, 2 days. Fi hazil usbui, in this week. Wa salasata ayamin, and 3 days. Fil usbuil madi, in the last week, right. Yeah, so 5 days, total 5 days. Yawmaini. La yambaghi, I am not going into detail about yambaghi, but anbagha mean it is not, it is appropriate. When I say la yambaghi, it is not appropriate. Okay, some other day we will discuss that. La yambaghi, it is not appropriate. Li talibin, for the student. An yaghiba kasiran. What is this an? Harfu masdarin wa nasbin, right. Remember that, harfu masdarin, to remain absent. It is not appropriate li talibin, for the student, ay yaghiba kasiran, to remain or to be absent that much, kasiran. Usman said, lam aghib. Ghaba, yaghabu, yaghabu, taghabu, aghabu, naghabu. Lam aghib. I was not absent. Salasata ayamin, 3 days. Fil usbu'il madi, in last week. Kama kulta, as you have said. Kama, as. Kama means as. Kulta, you said. Kama sallaita ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahima. Right? Kama comes as. So Usman said, I was not absent 3 days. Fil usbu'il madi, in the last week. Kama kulta, as you have said. Innama, I am only ghibtu, absent, yawman wahidan faqat, only one day. Innama is comprised of 2 words, inna plus ma. It means only. When we look at the translation, it means only, but it is much more than that. We will learn that in book 3. Innama has so much power behind, so much emotions behind, that we will learn that in book 3. But here Usman is saying, I was absent only one day. Al Mudarris said, La takzib ya akhi, kazaba yakzibu. 5 in your pocket. Yakzibu, takzibu, akzibu, nakzibu. What kind of lie is this? Now see that we have to try and find the emotions behind these. What kind of lie is this? Order.
indication.
La nahiya. Right? Order in negation. La takzib, don't lie. Ya akhi, oh my brother. Why? Because takzibu is majzoom. Why did it become majzoom? Because La made it majzoom. La takzib ya akhi, don't lie, oh brother, oh my brother. Innaka, indeed you, ghibta, were absent, yawm as-sabti wa yawm as-sulasai wa yawm al-arbi'ai. Okay, yawm as-sabti, Saturday, Wednesday and Thursday. Right? Usman said, Ana asifu ya ustaz, I am sorry, O teacher. Lan aghiba, ghaba, yaghibu, taghibu, aghibu, naghibu. Lan aghiba, lan makes fail mudare mansub. There's a party going on in front of me, people having teas. Okay, alhamdulillah. Lan aghiba, I will not remain absent, fil mustaqbil, in the future, inshallah, if Allah wills. Al Mudarris said, Qum, qama. Qama means he stood. Qama yaqumu. Is it al ajwaf? Yes. What is hiding behind the alif? Wow. And 5 in your pocket. Yaqumu, taqumu, aqumu, naqumu. Taqumu, make amar out of it. Kum, stand up. Ya Adamu, O Adam, atanamu fil fasli. Nama yanamu. Are you sleeping in the class? Yes. Naam. That's why we are having team, alhamdulillah. Atanamu fil fasli. Are you sleeping in the class? Adam said, Ana asifu ya ustaz. Oh, I am so sorry, my teacher, oh teacher. Ghalabani. Ghalaba means to overcome. Ghalabani, overcame me. An-nauma, the sleep. Li-annani, because I, ma nimtu al-barihati, I did not sleep last night. Nama, namu, namat, namata, nimna, nimta, nimtuma, nimtunna, nimtu, nimna. Right? Ghalabani, overcame over me. An-nauma, the sleep. Li annani, because I. Now I'm not going to li anna. Li anna is min akhawatu inna. It will have ismu li anna. Ya is the ismu li anna, which is mansub. We have already done that. Ma nimtu, I did not sleep. Al barihata, last night. Al mudarris said, lima lam tanam. Lam, lima means why, then comes lam. Lam will make fi'l mudare majzum, right? Nama yanamu, tanamu, anamu, nanamu. Tanamu, you sleeping, right? Make it majzum tanam. Lima lam tanam, why did you not sleep? Adam said, kana bi sudaun shadidun. Sudaun means headache, shadidun severe headache. I had severe headache. Falam, so lam anam, I did not sleep. Bi sababihi, by reason of it. Bi sabbi harjar, sababi isam majroor, wa huwa mudaf, and he mudaf alayh. Bi sabbi, by the reason of it. Lam anam. So just watch for these verbs. Tanam, anam, tanamu, right? Ghaba, yaghibu, yaghib. These are all weak verbs, and we have already know, we can identify them. Saeed said, ya ustaz, O teacher, ana uridu, I want, an azuraka, to visit you, al yawma, today, ba'da salatil asri, after salatul asr. Al mudarris said, zurni, zara, yazuru, tazuru, azuru, nazuru, right? Tazuru, make it amar, zur, kun, zur. Zurni, visit me, visit me. So he's ordering Saeed, visit me. Ghadan, tomorrow. Fa inni, because indeed I, mashghulun al yawma. Mashghulun means busy, al yawma, today. I am busy today. I think we are right on time now, bhai. Alhamdulillah, we finished the lesson. We will do a lot of exercises in the next class, inshallah. This is, I understand, this is a tough topic. Weak verbs have already been tough, but we are trying to provide a very high level understanding, and this is a very good lesson. Repeat it, try to do it on your own, and practice. We will do exercises in the next class that will basically solidify our understanding of al-ajwaf, inshallah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha, laha ma kasabat wa alayha maktasabat. Rabbana la tu'akhizna in nasina aw akhtana. Rabbana wa la tahmil alayna isran kama hamaltahu ala allazina min qablina. Rabbana wa la tuhammilna ma la taqata lana bih wa'fu anna waghfir lana warhamna anta maulana fansurna alal qawmil kafirin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.